Motion and second, all in agreement that we return to the regular session? Okay, all right. We had a recommendation on some property. I'm sorry. We had a recommendation on some property, and at this time, no decision was made. Okay, I'll take your questions. Anybody that has questions,
I got two questions I
you
want to
just
ask.
stand up and just identify yourself, please.
I'm Robert Calloway, Bobby Calloway, everybody knows me as Bobby. And, the recreation department, does that belong to the city,
City and the county.
city and the county?
Mhm.
Otherwise, I pay taxes on that too, right?
We all
Everybody
do.
else does.
We all do.
Okay. My daughter plays softball. She goes everywhere. In fact, her and my wife are in Washington County tonight,
Mhm.
playing softball
Right.
at school. And, they left this morning, went to Washington County. They got a game today, and they got a game tomorrow, so they won't be home till tomorrow night.
Mhm.
The other day, I've been to many a ball game, Claxton, Pembroke, all around. Up Vidalia, I've been to ball games.
Right.
Every ballpark I've ever been to, during when the youngest is not playing ball, and it had, what do you call halftime or taking a break or whatever it is, we always play music in our games. They play music and the youngest get out there and dance and have a good time. Well, I'm gonna put it to you like this, Tattnall County has got nothing here for the children. There's nothing here in Tattnall County for the children but that ballpark. That's the only thing here. The guy that runs that thing, excuse my French, but he's an asshole. The other night, we was out there playing ball, and it was during the break. And one of the guys turned a big stereo and out there playing music, and the girls got out there on the field wanting to dancing for entertainment. We was all just having a good time. He comes over to us and tells us to shut the radio off. We can't be playing music out there. I've never been to a ballpark to where they didn't have music. I mean, I can understand playing music when they're playing ball, but when they're not playing ball, it's halftime or whatever you call it, they're taking a break or something, somebody turning the radio on and letting the youngest dance. That's letting the youngest have a good time. That recreation department is for us to have a good time. That's not supposed to be a prison out there.
No, I don't think so either, Bobby, but you know, all my years, for probably about 50 going out there, there's always a ball game going on some field.
Well, let me tell you this, you know why we don't have no kids going out there?
Why is that?
I hear it every day. Our kids here are the future of Tattnall County. Our kids are going to Glenville to play ball. Some of them are going to Claxton to play ball, because they don't like the guy that runs the ball field out here. They won't let them play music, and you can't do nothing out there. That's the reason we don't have no kids out here at our ball field now.
Okay.
I'm out there all the time, I see it, I hear it all the time.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, he plainly come over and told us to shut the radio off, you can't play no radio out here.
Yeah.
And there was a bunch of people got mad about it, and that's not right.
Well, Bobby, I don't know, this is the first time I've ever heard about that. I'll
Well,
check
something
on
needs
top
to
of
be
it.
done on the radio, ain't gonna hurt a thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
if that's what makes the youngins happy, play the radio.
Okay, I hear you. Okay.
Miss Carolyn, did you hear that?
Okay, so Miss Kelly, and,
I mean, if that's what makes our children happy, play the radio, let it jam out, let them get out here and dance and have a good time. You know, that's what it's all about.
Okay, all right.
In fact, the city or the county or whoever, the girl that takes the scoreboard and all up there, she could work the radio during when the games is not playing. The
Yeah,
city or the county ought to furnish a nice stereo system with big speakers.
Well, if
to
there's
put
not
out.
games going on, I don't see a problem with any kind of music being played, but there's about 5, 6 fields out there. There's usually a game going on with some of them, so
Yeah,
I'll
if
just
you
have to
got a-
check.
If you've
Okay.
got a big enough stereo, you can hear it all over the park.
Yes, I understand.
Cause I can stand in my front yard at the house and I live half a mile or so from them, and I hear them hollering, screaming and everything else out here at the ballpark. But our children are leaving the ballpark because they don't like the guy that runs the thing out there. He's too strict. He don't cover no slang, no music, no nothing out there.
Okay.
And all of our kids are gonna leave.
I think Miss Caroline's over recreation, and we'll talk to Darren. We'll talk with Darren about it, and,
He's a tell-all about it. I mean, he don't have to be so damn strict.
okay,
I
I
mean, there's no
understand.
sense in that.
I got your point, Bob. I got you.
And one more thing I want to mention, I know y'all heard it, till you tired of it. The police chief here is doing a hell of a job. He's doing everything he can, but his men can't be everywhere
I
at one
understand.
time.
Yep,
We need some speed bumps put out there at my house from the Mexican restaurant around that curve. And you don't have to put them little narrow ones, you put wide ones that just don't make them as high of a hump. Somebody's gonna get killed out there.
we've been putting down a lot of this speed bumps.
He can
lately.
have his patrol car sitting out side the road. And then I see it all the time. And they'll stop the cars and write them a ticket or warn them, whatever they do. I don't interfere with it.
Yeah,
And they leave, it ain't 5 minutes, you got one coming by there 60, 70 mile an hour around the curve. We need some speed bumps around the curve.
I think
Or somebody
hometown
gets
needs
killed.
them, they need them in my area too. I almost got run over walking, so I mean, I live in a small area.
It's bad.
It's everywhere.
That's the sport of it.
It's everywhere.
I know you got the same problem everywhere
Yeah,
else.
it's everywhere.
But we
just-
can do some stuff to help slow things down.
And we are, we've put down a lot of speed bumps over the past, couple of months. We've put down a lot.
I'll talk to Rodney.
And, yeah,
Well,
that's.
we need
that's
something
part
like
of it,
that. And I ain't talking about them little narrow ones like you used to put. I seen some, somewhere up there in Vidalia the other day. They was all the way across the road, but they were wide. And they were kind of rounded like, I mean, it wasn't like hitting something real hard.
Yeah,
But it was wide enough that if you think a lot of your vehicle, you're not gonna hit them.
Well,
That
that's one
hard.
thing we run into several years ago,
Yeah.
I think Sydney may, or Mr. Curtis probably realized.
Yeah.
Somebody was suing us because the speed bumps were so
And-
high
and-
towards the
and
car.
you-
So
Yeah, but these-
we've kinda had, I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying we kinda have to be, and, you know, one thing we voted against one time is we had 3 different people wanting speed bumps and 3 different cars. If we do it one place, and I understand where you live and that, you know, that's
It's
fine, if it's
bad,
like
yeah.
absolutely necessary. But like, we turned down one neighborhood because if you had to put, this one was over here at the time.
Oh, okay, well, we turned around, went
And,
down.
This was over here by Donald's, where Donald Road, we
Mm,
turned
okay.
down because, you know, you put them there, you gotta put them everywhere, but if there's a legitimate reason, you, like where you live, and,
Well, if
and
y'all
it,
put them there,
you
I'll
know,
pay for asphalt.
but
If you put 'em there.
that's just kind of the things we have to battle with, is you know what I mean? It's not that we don't wanna put them there, or we're not gonna put them there, it's just we kinda have to figure it out.
But the chief, his deputies could be sitting down the road down there, and when they come around the curve, his deputies is right in plain view, they could see them. And I've heard them coming around the curve,
Right.
and then kick it and get into it on the curve.
Right.
But then when they see his patrol cars there, they let up.
Yeah, and like I said, it's not that we're not saying we won't, we're just, that's just one thing we've always run into with the city, is we
But
kinda have
that road,
to.
that road's to cities.
Oh,
There
yeah.
ain't no reason we can't put speed.
Oh, and I'm not saying that, there's many roads that people wanted them, but we just kinda have to, we've been in situations
Yeah,
before
we
that.
can save some money somewhere, put it up, like I said, I pay for the damn asphalt if they put it up.
Absolutely.
okay.
Some needs to be
Mr.
done.
Donald's gonna look into it, talk to Rodney, and we'll see what we can do for you. Okay, Mr. Burns, yes, sir.
Let me just talk about the speed bumps. Now, we have a problem with that. If 2 or 3 people wanted them, and this council voted, now, if y'all change your mind, it's different. The council voted that we wouldn't put no more speed bumps in the state of Reidsville. Now, y'all can change your mind, that's up to you all, but
Yeah.
the council did vote that don't put no speed bumps down in the city.
Yeah,
Because we were getting, people's cars getting damaged, and the city gonna have to pay for people's automobiles, so we decided.
I think that was the last one I went through, was the one over here in Donald's
Yeah,
neighborhood.
but Ms. Bennett, the one made the motion not to put them down, and the council voted. So we open up.
yeah, we're putting them down again. It's, I mean, it's helpful, we've put them in, you know,
because that guy's car did get.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this was,
And these cars are low now, these new vehicles, they're low to the ground and you
Yeah,
there.
we just kinda have to be careful.
Well, yeah.
okay.
We're putting down the road.
I know you got-
And I mean, we technically, we voted, we've always had to vote on where we're putting speed bumps down at. Since I've been on this council, everywhere speed bumps gone down at, we voted on.
Well, these are not, these are little, small rubber top ones that's, it's doing the job. They're taking care of the job, they're not that expensive, and, we did put down a few. Over in some little neighborhoods that, where they were having a very bad speed issues with, several young boys, and
Well, yeah, they ought to be some blue lights somewhere around here.
yeah, but it stopped it over there, it stopped it where we put these down, so, we'll certainly look at your area, Bobby. Anybody else? Yes, ma'am.
So I was, looking at the budget for recreation, so is the Searcy Park included in
Yes,
that?
it is.
Is it like something that could make a change over there?
It's $5,000 for the year.
So, I do not foresee $5,000 making a huge change for the whole year?
Well, you weren't here last meeting, so let
Right.
me tell you what we did last meeting.
Okay,
We told them that he submits, and I've seen him asking on Facebook, bids for bathrooms.
okay.
I told Mr. Ernest, he's gotta get his committee back together first.
Mhm.
And then he's also got to give me the bids on 3 bids on bathrooms or whatever, give the council, we'll look at them. And now he's not here tonight, and I also told him he can go after the grants, you know,
Right.
everything's balanced, you can get grants now for playground equipment. You know, things like that could happen really fast if the people would really get to work and do it,
Okay.
you know? And that's why I think he formed the committee, now he's just got to do the work. You know, and we'll get more money, it's not just the 5,000.
That's just a start.
It's just a start,
Okay,
that's just a
okay.
start.
Yes,
Okay.
that's just a
But,
start.
you know, we've done this several times,
Mhm.
just to bring it up. So he's had the plans, and after we couldn't get, you know, a real decision, he just discarded them. So we're like starting over from scratch. And we already got somebody interested in, doing it. Now, as far as the grants are concerned, Regional Commission, the grants are closed right now. So 25, we're starting again with them.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I say, spend 5,000, put it in the budget, but that's not all you'll get. There's money you can pull from other accounts. So we're certainly gonna do our best to help Searcy Park.
It didn't have a budget at all last year, and it got $21,000. That's what was spent in the park.
They got $21,000,
Yeah.
and what made them?
There was no money put in the budget for it.
This is what I'm saying is the improvement. There
That's
was,
because he turned in bids on the fence, I believe it was mostly in the ball things.
We had to replace that fence. If you
Yeah.
noticed that it had a cow fence, I call it, for the
Mhm.
gate. So it's real nice if you've been over there. We got the
Yes.
playground separated, we got the ball court redone, so
Mhm.
that, we still got some there, but that took up some money.
Yeah, and the playground equipment's a lot higher than it used to be too. Playground equipment's really high, but, we're gonna get it, just,
and I'm gonna do some research on my end as well.
do what now?
I'm gonna do some research on my end as well.
Please do.
to
We
assist.
welcome it.
There are grants out there, I used to be a part of Kiwanis, and there is grants out there that they're specifically that grant is for playground equipment.
Okay.
Yeah, you get it free.
Okay.
And I'm
And it's
working with
completely
T-Mobile.
free.
Okay.
They've offered us some, I'm working with T-Mobile.
Okay, okay.
You should see some
Thank you.
changes.
All right, thank you.
Anybody else? Mr. Nathaniel?
Ms. Vicky, I'm sorry I missed the meeting. I heard somebody say you missed the meeting today, but I'm working on that. But I wanna ask you first, the service station down there by the Dairy Queen, the
Right.
man still on it?
Wyndham Johnson owns, as far as I know, he was leasing it out a few times, but I don't think he's ever sold it.
Malcolm
Nah.
Jones bought it.
Oh, he
Yeah,
did,
yeah,
now come
yeah,
on,
that's
they came
on
down
the back.
from.
Yeah,
no,
jungle, no good.
Because the man I got to come here, he said the place down here is a little too small for him. He want a bigger place.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he said he want a bigger place, so I was, thinking about the place right down here. He
Okay,
said he
well,
wanna come, but that would really be too small for him, because he wouldn't have nowhere to put his tires.
Okay, well,
So do
Malcolm,
they bring
maybe
them
talk to
in?
Malcolm, because he's not using it. And
Okay,
he would probably be more than willing to lease it to him. Or rent
Everything's
it.
always for sale about.
Yeah, but, yeah, I'm sure he would be glad for somebody to take it.
Okay.
We need a tire store and oil change and all that, that'd be
For the
great.
right money, yes.
Yeah.
But I go and talk to him again, I go back and talk to him.
Yeah, do that,
You know, like
please.
I told you, the place down here is small, but it's a start.
That's a start,
It's
that's
a
right.
start, because like you said, changing oil and doing different, I said, well, we need
Yeah.
somebody changing oil and doing tires and
Yeah.
doing this, because we don't have it. So I'm gonna go back tomorrow and get with him again.
All right,
I
thank
get-
you.
I'll let you know.
All right, I appreciate that, and if someone wants to talk to me or something, I'll be glad to talk to him.
Okay,
Or
I'll
Malcolm
give you
too,
a number.
I'll talk to
Okay,
Malcolm too.
I'll give you
Thank
a
you,
number.
Nathaniel.
Okay. Mhm.
Anybody else? Yes, ma'am.
I just wanted to know, did you guys vote yea or nay on the EPA Community Change Grant?
I think what we voted to table it, we didn't make a decision. We just didn't make a decision, we've got to ask for a couple more things, okay? Okay. Anything else?
That Michael Patel, that y'all gonna bring it up, do they put something here, what kind of building is he gonna put?
Mike Patel.
Like
Yeah.
a strip mall like down here. It's gonna be like what's down here, but you know where that, tax place used to be down here by Chief Bay?
Was it gonna be a service station or something?
It's gonna be like, you know, right up here, it's got like your little strips, it's got several different buildings
Fireworks
in it.
over there, and then
There'll
that
be
girl
several
got
different,
clothing.
like Mr. Lewis Tower, like right up here.
Oh,
Yeah, so it'll be good for some more businesses hopefully to move in.
I figured it's on a service station, a liquor store or something like
Like,
that.
it'll be able to be like several different stores and like several different stores in it.
But where I seen each of them speed bumps, where I seen them at, if you go to Videa, they got them on the streets in Videa.
Yeah,
But if you go in there like you go into that college, on the left, going into Videa, they got some up there, they're about that high. And they're about that wide, and they just as smooth as they can be. It's not a real hard lick when you hit them. And it will not hurt a car, these little cars, if they run over them.
okay. All right, well, I know it's a problem, we're gonna have to look into it and find some solution for a lot of places, and I know your place is always been a problem. I know that.
I've had speed wrecks in my yard somewhere else. The chief can't do it, so what?
Yeah, that's true, and, we'll certainly do our best, and if there's nothing else, I'm gonna ask for a motion to dismiss.
I make a motion to adjourn.
He catches them,
Okay.
but it don't do